Folks at home, Sean Wieda here with Wieda's Marine. Folks, I've got a real treat for you today. You know, since iKon boats came out on the market, people fell in love with the LX series, the 21 and the 20. But folks said, you know, we love these iKon boats, but man, we need something just maybe a little more affordable. We need something just a little bit faster. Well, the folks at iKon have listened to your concerns, they've listened to what you want, and they've brought to market the brand new 2025 VLX 21. Beautiful, beautiful boat. I want to take a second, and I don't even want to talk about it. I just want you all to see it. We want to get down to business of breaking this boat down, and we want to see if you all think that it's going to live up to all the hype that's surrounded with it. So, starting with the nuts and bolts, we got a Mercury 250. These boats are available with Mercury or Yamaha power, and Wieda's Marine, of course, is a Mercury and a Yamaha dealer, so we can get you either one, okay? We've done some custom stickers just to go with this blacked out scheme we thought was really good. We're running blade power poles and a Atlas jack plate, all right? But that's kind of all the boring stuff. Let's kind of start diving into the boat. So just like the LX series has this awesome rear compartment, I'm gonna open this hatch up, okay? And I want you all to dive into here, okay? Look at this super clean rigging compartment back here, okay? Here we've got our Minn Kota 5-bank battery charger back here in the back. We've got access to get in here, and what I love so much is a shop for my techs and for myself is we can actually take this piston off, pull those two screws out, and that whole door comes off. Man, that just opens up for my rigging magicians to get in here. They can cast their spell and they can rig this any way they want. It's just an absolute awesome. We've got LED strip lights. So one of the biggest pet peeves of any bass, any fisherman, is that water gets in our compartments. It ruins our tackle. We can't stand that. So these deep channels, these water channels, allow water to, when it hits the deck and it starts coming up, it keeps that water and diverts it back here into a drain. That's gonna help funnel all that water, all right? We've got a premium gasket that runs around that also helps seals. And I just wanna go around and I wanna look at the other side, which is just basically the same. But I want you all to see every inch of this. I appreciate the room to mount the power pole pumps. We've got plenty of room for batteries. This boat here, we went with both a combination of lead, and we went with ionic lithiums. Wieda's Marine rigged the boat any way that you want it. So the back compartment in the iKon is super deep. We have plenty of access here for Plano boxes, for, you know, whatever you want to put in here. You'd even have room to put a spare prop, tackle, rain jackets, life jackets. Check out this stainless steel striker plate. This is made right here so that when this latch strikes that, it doesn't tear up your fiberglass. I can run my hand underneath this exposed fiberglass and not get a single splinter of glass in my finger, because that craftsmanship is so nice. Those are the small quality details that you get in a premium boat like this. But in addition to premium quality, we also get some pretty cool and innovative features. So we've all struggled with, we've come in at the end of the day, okay, you've got your weigh-in bag. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna hang our weigh-in bag on that cleat. We're gonna pop this open right here. This hose that comes supplied with the boat, take this, put this down in our weighing bag. We got a little valve on here. We got the hose, you know. We can have fun with our friends, squirt the guy in the boat next to us. But all seriousness, that's always a problem with weighing bags. This is an awesome little innovative feature from iKon. Comes right off in 1 second. So back to the trailer here. This is an upgraded trailer package for the LX. It has the 18-inch wheels. These black wheels are really gonna set this off. It's a gloss black paint, okay? Really sets the boat off. We've got a nice step here that I can get up, and I can get here, get to my electronics. I can also get to my rod locker. Very easy to get in and out of the boats. We've got the signature flare that the LX series here shares with the LX series, the VLX and LX series share. We've got the signature bolt. As we come up, we'll get in this boat in a little while, but I want you to kind of just follow the lines, okay? We've got a fairly low gunnel all the way. The bow flares out wide, and it is very similar to the LX. We've got this large step pad We'll get up and look at that inside in a minute, but what I want to look while we're on the outside of the boat is let's look at the hull, okay? And what we'll see is, if we pan under the hull and we look down, we'll see this boat's got a little more dead rise. In my 30+ years dealing with bass boats, when I see that deep of dead rise in a boat, I know it's gonna ride good, okay? And it's usually probably gonna lift well, all right? All right, so no serious bass boat walkthrough is complete without talking about the front deck. This is literally the business end, and for some of you, fishing is your business. This is where you're going to work every day. But whether you're doing it for fun or you're doing it for a living, the bottom line is we all want a big front deck. This is where you work off of, okay? Bass boats, people want wider. That's what we've been going to for the last 10 years. And I'm gonna tell you what, boys and girls, I don't know if anybody's doing it wider. I'm looking at this and I haven't even done the specs, how much difference this is than the LX, but to me it's huge. Let's just put it to bed right now. So when I'm looking at this, I'm gonna do 3 measurements, and you can look on the screen right here. So running it right here, okay, I've got 85 inches, bam. 85 inches here. So behind the trolling motor pedal, I'm working with, I got 67 inches, 67 inches. We'll go right across the bow. We're looking at 55 inches, okay? So again, here's those measurements right here. Is it the widest? I know it's plenty wide enough. We've got this boat rigged with a couple of sonars. We've got a 12 Pro and a Garmin. This is actually gonna be a demo boat. And I like how I've got plenty of room to get up here, look at my forward-facing sonars, yet I can still walk out here. I don't know any other boat that I have the room that I could get up here and in and out of the boat. So like iKon, kudos, this is a win-win situation for the front bow. I'm gonna guess you're gonna be able to put at least 7 or 8 rods on both sides, okay? That's super important, all right? And tons of room. Now on the VLX, we're gonna have a padded very front deck, okay? You gotta go to the LX to get the entire padded deck. But this deck is huge. I think the next thing to do is, of course, we got to get down here and we got to pop open this tackle compartment deep and wide. We have got a lot of room in here. We're going to be able to put a ton of planos down the middle. We got plenty of room on the side. Got a nice drain here if any water works its way into it. And we got a nice LED light strip, okay? Nice LED light strip. Big pistons. We've got rigid industry lighting. Now, you will see on this boat, if you look down the gunnels, we've got a couple deck lights. That's an option that we've added. We have added a few options to this boat. We added the deck lights. We added the upgraded trailer with the 18-inch wheels. We added the fish IV system. We added the radio. We've got the same plier and tool holder situation that we do in the LX. We've got a built-in iKon fish rule. That's pretty cool. That comes in. Some of these are hard to get in and out, so I appreciate how easy that is. All right, so we'll pop open the starboard side rod locker. First thing that you're gonna notice, folks, is look how wide that opens up. A lot of boats, that rod locker will only open up to right about in here. Here, it's opening all the way up. I really appreciate that. Get our rods in and out. Like, that helps when you're on the ground, okay, and you're trying to get rods in and out. But check out the look at that thing, man. It's a gel-coated compartment. We got a little neoprene mat down here. I like it. Hey, it's simple. It's gonna stay dry. We've got these water channels right here. I like it. Let's check out the main rod locker. Simple, sweet, lots of room for rods. Put your rod socks on there, and we've got some nice heavy-duty latches. I like this little honeycomb. This is the same cooler that we've got in the LX series. Look at that cooler. Look at the room we got in there. But you know the best part of that cooler is I can step from the front of the boat, bam, come right at you to the back of the boat. And look, I never miss a beat. I don't have to go down to the bottom of the boat. Man, get the net, not a problem. I get right to you, get that net, get that fish. So check out where the real business, besides the fishing, goes on. The graphing, the running, the command centers, the console. My first impression of the VLX seats, they have killed it on these seats. It's all relative compared to your shape and size, but man, for me, this is about as comfortable as it can be. I can push my back into this, get support. I've got lumbar support. I've got this little bolster here coming out underneath my thighs. I can kind of put my weight on it, lift myself up in rough water. I love how small the console is. This 12 fits perfect here. I imagine that 2 12s V'd out would fit perfect there as well. I love it. A little smaller version of the digital command center right here. Mile per hour, trim, we've got temperature, fuel, we've got voltage, got our Atlas hydraulic jack plate gauge here, and of course we have all of our manual switches here. Awesome. We have, you know, our live wells, our pump in, that stuff's, you know, pretty simple. Folks, iKon absolutely killing the console, killing the seats on this. They've got another little cool area here similar to the LX. They got this nice little box right here, got a gasket around it, good place to put stuff. God, just ergonomics on this blow me away. Another thing we can do, we can reach back to these big live wells, that awesome live well system. We've got the IV system added as an option on this boat. Man, I wish you all could just literally feel how heavy that lid is because it's so well insulated. My first impression of this VLX is the folks at iKon Boats have absolutely killed it. You know, they listen to their customers, and in less than a year's time, they've come back to market with a very, very competitive boat that is going to be super competitive price-wise with you know what's out there on the market today. And I tell you what, they've got some nice features in this. This boat is a win-win. For me, Wieda's Marine, we plan on stocking these things deep and wide. And folks, you know, if you're looking at this video and maybe you know who Wieda's Marine is, and maybe you don't, you know, but we're a dealer here that we've been in the bass boat business a long time. Everyone here is a fisherman, myself, the owner, my salespeople, my service manager, my parts manager. We all live it, breathe it. We understand the concerns a bass fisherman has, and you're spending a lot of money on a boat like this. You want it rigged right. Wieda's Marine has been doing custom rigging before that was even a thing. Any way you want this boat, it's a blank slate. We can rig it for you. Boat selling, we understand you're coming looking for a high-end boat like this. You probably have a nice boat. So Wieda's Marine, we're very aggressive with trade-ins. We have awesome financing through some of our partners and banks. And you know, folks, doesn't matter where you're at, we have nationwide delivery. We're able to do a transaction completely remote, evaluate your trade, come up with numbers, and get you the boat shipped right to your front door. So folks, iKon Boats, we are a proud partner of them for 2025 and beyond. We're very excited about this VLX. Make sure to check us out at WiedasMarine.com or give us a shout at 859-647-BOAT. You too could become an iKon.